Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now have had a fairly rough day and a half or so, but the show must go on, and unexpectedly Kabam just dropped the new upcoming March champions, and it's a very rare double L for J-Axe, and unfortunately it's yet again disappointment for Beta Ray Bill Crowd, which was kind of expected or like largely predicted by majority of the community to be coming in March. I expected that to happen as well, but no, we are getting two completely different champions. We are getting the Destroyer, which you have seen in the first Thor movie, or from comics. Obviously, he's a major character in Asgardian lore, and additionally, we are getting the Serpent. Now, the Serpent is Odin's older brother. So he's kind of like the big bully brother. He's like super powerful as well. We can take a look at them in the Marvel fandom. So here we go. The Serpent, right? Called Borson, because he is the son of Bor. Just like Odin is Borson as well. Was born to Borson, and to the giantess Bestia, and was the older brother of Odin, Willy, and Wee. And the dude's a monster. He's also like one of the main villains, obviously. I think he has been depicted sometimes as like a massive serpent as well, but he's stupidly strong. So he has like max stats in strength, in durability, and energy projection, 4 in fighting skills, 4 in speed, and 4 in intelligence. So he possesses Asgardian body, which obviously is superhuman body in itself, but also since he's the son of Bor, he kind of gets all of these amplified. So he has superhuman strength, speed, agility, reflexes, stamina, superhuman dense tissue. Skin's muscle and bone tissue are around 3 times as dense as those of human being. This contributes to part of called superhuman strength and weight, superhuman durability, regeneration, longevity, magic. Khal can manipulate vast quantities of magic for nearly any effect. A few demonstrations of this power include transporting Thor far away, creating his own twisted version of Asgard, raising and recreating dead servants, turning into a giant serpent, projecting mystical energy blasts, creating force fields, and destroying many buildings in Manhattan with energy radiating from his form. Fear absorption. As the god of fear, Khal can feed upon the fears of others to empower himself. The fear of an entire world is necessary for him to be at full power. It is unknown if he needs to feed constantly or if periodic feedings are enough when he is not using his power. The more fear he consumes, the younger and more vigorous his body becomes. Abilities, thanks to the all speak, he speaks all languages, and weakness is the same thing. If there's nobody that's afraid of him, he kind of withers and weakens. He also has mythical gnarled staff that transforms into a hammer with properties similar to the worthy hammers, as in Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Weapons, mythical hammer with power similar to, there you go, Mjolnir, same metal, Uru. And yeah, so this is a cosmic powerhouse character. Like, make no mistake. Any expectation and hope you had for Odin could potentially be realized here. Because let's face it, Odin's not a bad champion by any means, but when he arrived in the game, Odin was largely met with disappointment, because even though he wasn't bad, he wasn't what people expected Odin to be. He wasn't like, you know, the daddy of the cosmic class, so to speak. He was cool, obviously he had his use and still does, but he's far from the top cosmic champion or top 5 cosmic champion. Now, we'll see what they do with Khal Borson. And the Destroyer. We have the armor itself. Right, so Odin, Zeus, Vishnu, known as the Skyfathers, and the respective pantheons confronted Earth, third host of Celestials. Okay, 1 second. They threatened to. Basically, the durability of the armor surpasses that of adamantium and Uru. This is the part that I wanted to get. So he's like an insanely tough suit of armor fueled by magic, basically. Intelligence 2 to 7, depending on the host, because the suit of armor does need the host as well. Strength is 7, speed is 5, durability is 7, energy projection is 6, fighting skill is 4, and yeah, that armor is incredibly powerful. And powers. The Destroyer possesses numerous capabilities, which are only active armors inhibited in a remote piloted by a spirit or a sentient being. While some of the powers might vary depending upon the spirit inhabiting the armor, they are primarily the same for any user. Superhuman strength, superhuman speed, stamina, invulnerability, superhuman agility, superhuman reflexes, flight, energy manipulation, Visor Blast, basically Cyclops type of thing. Matter manipulation. Destroyer can be programmed solely for battle and destruction. Only a very strong spirit such as Thor, Odin, Kalfrey can resist its programming and act on their own free will. Strength class 100 plus. Its strength varies depending on how powerful the person animating it is. And while the armor itself has no weaknesses, the spirit inhabiting the armor will begin to grow more progressively violent while spending extended periods of the time within the armor. Also, after a time, it becomes nearly impossible for an inhabiting spirit to maintain control over the armor while attempting to use it for non-violent purposes. In non-combat situations. In time, the armor itself will dominate the inhabiting life force. Only a being of extreme willpower is able to hold control power over the armor, and even then, as of late, the armor has become more and more demanding of its host. There you go. When battling the Celestials, the armor wielded an Odin sword as well. So it's something that's strong enough to battle Celestials. Right. That said, this is like the champion lore bit, in case you didn't know. I do have some something that I might make a separate video about. But one of these champions, I do not know which, one of these champions is rumored to be designed by DLL, which is obviously a point of joy in the community. Typically, because DLL does great job designing champions. He hasn't had a miss yet. The weakest champion objectively, I think, is Kushala, and even Kushala is amazing. And more likely than not, it's Destroyer, because the champion that he designed, it's also going to be a really tough defender. And that is where we're getting in the territory where I think Kabam is way overdoing it with it right now. I think there are several issues that are making the game less enjoyable right now, and I definitely think that over-flooding the contest with Onslaught, Maestros, Bullseyes, Photons, as of recently, and now we have Dust, and now we're going to have one of these, is just not what the game needs. It's just not making the game more enjoyable. And again, we are often in that situation where when it's drought, nothing happens, and when it rains, it pours. It's the same situation with Prestige champions that ultimately made me, stop chasing Prestige, because we didn't have any new Prestige champion for like a year or a year and a half, and then they had like a new top 5 Prestige champion for like 4 or 5 months in a row, and I know tons of people who just abandoned the Prestige race. And this is basically making the game also less enjoyable for many, many people who are just abandoning the game because they're getting their ass whooped all the time. Because it's so much worse and more demanding to go up against a stupid defender like Bullseye. Like I think we as a community are kind of getting around to how to fight Photon now. But because of the way the AI is, and because of the fact that it's impossible to switch her manually now, and also because of the meta in Battlegrounds, like Photon's an automatic loss, basically. Like an entire second meta, I think I have seen my opponent take down a Photon twice. And I'm at a point where even though I have a rank 3 Photon, I just ban Photon, because even if I have the advantage in a match, for instance, whoever drafts a Photon and the other person doesn't, you just basically automatically get around. And we are getting more and more of those defenders that are just borderline impossible or improbable to play against, where you need a very, very specific counter and be extremely skilled, for instance. And I don't think it's increasing the fun in the game at all. And I'm just kind of worried. I genuinely am worried. Destroyer seems like the type of champion that could make, take no damage forever, basically, or just be some sort of massive mystic tank. One of these champions is likely going to be Cosmic, one of these is going to be Mystic. But the point is, I hope Kabam is aware and are not carrying on releasing a crap ton of defenders, because find it improbable that at this point people are happy to see new defenders added to the game for now. I think we have had enough. And that might be a subject for a different video. Let me know what you guys think about the new additions, about the fact that one of them is going to be a rough defender yet again. And I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next